Hey everybody, I am Surbhi and you are watching Key Differences. In this video, I am going to talk about what is nonverbal communication and its types. So friends, without further ado, let's get started. As per the researcher Albert Mehrabian, about 55% of the content of a message is visual, while 38% is auditory and 7% from the language used. So you might have got an idea that we start communicating even before we start speaking. And that is what nonverbal communication is all about. So what is nonverbal communication? The form of communication which takes place without the use of words or speech is called nonverbal communication. We can also say that the communication which is wordless, that is, which takes place through signals, is called nonverbal communication. Do you know that whether you speak or write anything or not, you cannot avoid nonverbal cues? The best example of nonverbal communication is dumb charades, whereby one team member enacts through signals without the use of words and other tries to guess the name of the movie using those hints. Hence, we could say that nonverbal communication plays a very important role in a conversation, as many times how you say something is more important than what you say. Talking about the types of nonverbal communication. The first one is kinesics, that is body language. Kinesics is the study of body movements, which is an integral part of communication. Whether we notice it or not, our body consciously or unconsciously sends messages continuously. It can be in the form of eye contact. In a face-to-face communication, eye contact is extremely important. It indicates a person's interest in others and often increases the credibility of the speaker. Those who talk while making an eye contact open the flow of communication and display interest, concern, and warmth. Facial expressions. Our face is the mirror of our mind. It helps in understanding what's going on in another person's mind. That is, it reflects what are you up to. It expresses our feelings and emotions. For example, smile shows happiness, positivity, friendliness, and liking, whereas a creased forehead indicates worry and tension. Gestures. Gestures are small and simple body movements which have a great impact on our communication. A lot of people out there use gestures in a very fine manner to emphasize something while they are speaking. It makes them more interesting and attractive than the dull speakers. It not just makes the conversation interesting but also builds an understanding. Posture. Do you know that posture and body stance are meta messages which a person directly or indirectly conveys? It includes the angle of inclination and position of head, arms and legs. When you stand tall and straight, with your shoulders back, you appear more positive and confident. Oppositely, a slouched and droopy posture indicates passivity and nervousness. When someone leans forward during conversation and makes frequent eye contact, it indicates approachability. Appearance. Do you know when you meet someone for the first time, the first thing that you notice is how they are dressed, how they are carrying themselves. Here appearance is all about clothing, personal grooming and use of accessories. The overall dressing plays a key role in defining our personality. That is, how we look and dress reveals about how we feel about ourselves and how we would like to be viewed by others. The second type is vocalics, that is paralanguage. The term paralanguage is a combination of two words, that is para and language, wherein para means like and language means the method of communication. So in this way, paralanguage means like language. Hence, it is not the actual language but acts like one. It includes voice. Voice is the sound, especially speech, that a person makes using his mouth. At the time of communication, the voice of the person is the first signal that we get or use. If you are a good listener, you can understand a lot from the voice itself. It can be sweet, soft, loud, harsh, etc. It indicates background, mental state, education and nationality of the speaker. Intonation. Intonation is nothing but voice modulation and shift in stress. You might have seen that when we convey a happy message, we use a very energetic tone, and that is what intonation is all about. Next we have pitch. The highness or lowness of the voice is called voice pitch. It indicates the frame of mind of the speaker. Pause. Pauses are temporary stop in speech. At the time of communication, pauses at the right places emphasizes the message, but at the same time, A pause at the wrong place results in miscommunication. Volume variation. Volume is how loud a speaker's voice is at the time of speaking. Based on the size of the audience, the speaker can adjust the volume. That is, if there is large audience, the voice must be louder. Next, word stress. Word stress is the emphasis the speaker gives to a specific syllable of a word at the time of pronouncing it. Communication is said to be effective when the speaker lays stress and emphasis on the right words to ensure that the interpretation of the message by the speaker is in the right sense. Silence. The absence of sound is silence. Silence is more powerful than words. It indicates the relationship between communicators and their behavior towards each other. The third type of nonverbal communication is proxemics, that is personal space and distance. The word proxemics is originated from the word proximity, which indicates spatial distance, power gap, or closeness between the communicators. It is of four types, that is intimate space. Do you know that most body movements takes place within 18 inches, which makes it our intimate circle. Hence, only our closed ones, like our family members, can enter this space. Personal space. It is about 18 inches to 4 feet and it is used for informal or casual conversation with our friends, colleagues and associates. Social space. Any distance between 4 feet to 12 feet is social space. It is an indicator of formal relationship between the communicators. Public space. Any spatial distance beyond 12 feet is public space. At this distance, if someone wants to be heard, he has to raise his voice. Chronemics. Chronemics is the study of the use of time in nonverbal communication. It implies the meaning attached to time and it varies from person to person. For example, for some people, time is money and so they value punctuality, while there are some people who does not give much importance to time. Hence, it speaks a lot about a person's personality. Arriving early at work or for an interview indicates interest and sincerity, whereas arriving late indicates casual approach of the candidate. Artifacts. Artifactual communication is about objects and physical items that act as communication devices about a place or the person owning that place. This includes furniture, plants, colors, interior, architecture, etc. It reflects our personal choices, social beliefs, status, and preferences. They tell others about what kind of a person we are. Haptics. Haptics is the science of conveying and understanding information through the sense of touch. It is used to express feelings and emotions. So friends, this brings me to the end of this lesson. I hope the concept of non-verbal communication is clear to you now. I hope you liked this video and if you did, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with other people. Also, if you are new to this channel and wanna get more such useful videos, consider subscribing the channel and also hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you are notified every time whenever a new video is uploaded on this channel. And if you have any queries or feedback for me, feel free to leave in the comment section below. Until next time, this is me Surbhi signing off.